I've taught you here that there is only one way money comes. If you touch your pocket or you check your bank account and you ever see physical money there, only two things brought it. One, favor. Two, value. That's the only way money comes. There is no if you ever check and find out that there was no money or there's no money around, favor, value, it is the only official way money arrives. Never forget this. Favor, value, favor, value, favor, value. Are we blessed? So the law of value seeks to put in you an understanding that until you know and you are able to identify your potentials, there is no prospect of true wealth. Law number 2, the law of productivity. Productivity is different from value. There is no need for productivity when you do not know you have value. But let me tell you this, please look up. Just because you have identified your potentials, just because you are valuable, in that you are aware that you possess the skill to solve problems, it doesn't mean money will come automatically. Are we together? What is productivity? Productivity is refining your value and turning your value into products and services that are needed and useful. Until your value is refined and then turned into products and services that are needed and useful, you are not yet authorized for a reward. You are authorized for commendation, but not for a reward. So there are many valuable people around, but they cannot be rewarded because they are not productive. Are we together? Is someone learning something this morning? The foundation of your productivity is development. The moment you begin to develop your value, you are transiting from just being valuable to being productive. And the zenith of your productivity is when you have packaged your value into products and services that are needed and useful. I'm wearing a shirt here. This was a gift that was graciously given to me. A gentleman, I was going to minister somewhere, and he just made shirts with different things that he believes that I like. Now, I hope you know it's not rocket science to learn how to make shirts like this. But that person who can make shirts will remain poor. The difference between him and the one who did this is productivity. Are we together? Now, let me tell you this. You will still see these principles even in koinonia. I'm being fair and I'm being honest because many preachers don't know why they are prospering. They think they are prospering just because they are serving God. No, no. Your products immortalize your impact. You are finite as a person. You cannot be everywhere, but your products give you that sense of omnipresence. As we are standing right now doing this conference, there are thousands and millions of people around the world just knowing about Joshua Selman, listening to messages that are changing their lives. It's called productivity. It's not enough to be anointed. It's not enough to teach well. There has to be something that represents you. One of the principles of dominion is that your seed must rule for you to be in dominion. Are we together? So you are not productive if you have not given birth to something that represents you. There must be a representation of you in the market space. Otherwise you will remain poor. Please get this. They are very simple concepts. Many of you are blessed by what this gentleman is playing. But the problem is he's blessing you, and yet he's not increasing financially from it. You know why? Because with respect to our teaching, he's valuable, but he's not yet productive. You are productive when you can give something other than you that represents you. So I give myself to you, and you can still go with me in my products. I am there with you in your house, although not there physically. If this guy now turns this, develops himself, imagine that he produces this, volume 1, soaking worship. Are we together? Or he just writes something, songs from the throne, volume 1. Now he's productive, because after listening to him, the next question is, how can I take you along? Do I always have to see you to be blessed by you? Are you seeing that now? And he can tell you there is a product. This is my CD. Now it's true that the value is spiritual, but you will still pay for it. You will still pay for it. You carry that CD, and someone else, you are marketing free for him, because you will not listen to it alone. The moment you listen to it, you are saving him the labor of having to pay for many people to listen to him again. He's leveraging on your liking what he's doing. And someone says, where did you get this? He said, there's a young man called Elijah. And then, like Ejimi shared, immediately in our digital age, the person will go online. Many of you are deceived by the fact that I'm not online. I'm not online, but I'm online. You see, you have to know this. I may not be online as a person, but everything I would have done as a person is represented online. So don't sit down and fool yourself and stop yourself from establishing a presence that the world will know. This is very important. I have to be very fair and honest to you, because I don't want you to just remain down. I remember one hotel that I went to was a new hotel. I was just trying it out, and then when I went there, I was happy because I believed nobody would know me. I will have my time and have my space. And then I got in there, and the day I was going to check out and leave, as soon as I came out, the receptionist was on her knees. She said, "Apostle, sir." I said, "Hey, this thing now, what is all this one?" When she saw maybe the people who were coming to see me and people were talking, immediately she went online. And when she went online, she tried to check the photo, Google images, and he's the one. Oh, you see that? If I type your name or your value, what face comes out? The face that comes out is the face that will get my money. And if that face is not you, you will not get it. Are we together? This is very powerful. It's not enough to be valuable. You must be productive. And the internet has granted so much opportunities. Grace, come, stand up. You see this lady? Many of you are just seeing, some of you know her. She was from the School of Ministry. This lady you see export agricultural products from Jos down to Lagos and all of that. My smoothies are made from her agricultural products. This lady you are seeing is a very powerful lady. As she's standing like this, she has her farm. She packages her strawberry, her mulberry. She started by working in a coffee shop for some people who were oppressing her, making life miserable. When you are in Laban's house, you will never be rewarded adequately. God is a God of portions. You start in Laban's house, but he must give you your portion. Anybody that seeks to keep you depending on him for life is not blessing you. It is why Igbo people prosper. It's why Jews prosper. Because when you are working with them, you know you are an apprentice. The goal is never to remain under subjugation financially. The system that keeps you depending on someone else's creativity and all of this for your daily bread is not the worst, but it's not the best either. You can start there, but the goal is that you will have your own portion. I'm using this example. She came in from Jos yesterday, right? I knew she was around by what happened in my house. When I saw a carton of strawberries and all kinds of berries, I said, that's it. Ejimi just taught you now. You eat meat all your life, you eat your time and eat your life into the grave. Eating excessive meat is not enjoyment. It's a way of dying fast. Praise the Lord. This is the lady. Do you know she's not the person with the greatest farm in Jos? I'm just giving you an instance. This lady. Every time I think of health and nutrition, I must think of her. Are we together now? Now, if I offend this lady, it's only a matter of days. I will remember what I stand to miss. Because I cannot farm and I cannot do it, I will broker reconciliation fast. Are you getting what I'm saying now? She's productive. She's productive. She's productive. Many of you are saying, that's my idea, that's it. You remain valuable. But this is productivity.